a housing style born in the American South over 150 years ago, and a steel box designed to move cargo across the ocean, have almost the exact same footprint. That's not a coincidence anyone planned. It's just geometry. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The shotgun house has always been narrow, long, and one room wide. A standard 40-foot shipping container is narrow, long, and one room wide. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this pairing works so well, what it costs to build in 2026, and what living in a shotgun-style container home actually looks like inside. If you like seeing old architectural ideas solved with new materials, subscribe now. We cover a different alternative home style every single week. Let's get into it. The shotgun house emerged in the American South after the Civil War and became the most common house style in the region, straight through the 1920s. Narrow, rectangular homes, rarely more than about 12 feet wide, with rooms arranged single file, one directly behind the other, and doors at the front and back ends. The name comes from the old idea that you could fire a shotgun through the front door, and the shot would fly straight through every room and out the back without hitting a wall. Now look at a standard 40-foot shipping container, 8 feet wide, running the full 40 feet in length, with a door at one end and often a matching opening cut at the other. That's not a loose comparison. A container is, dimensionally, an almost perfect steel version of the shotgun's defining shape. No hallway needed, no wasted circulation space. Every room connects directly to the next, exactly the way builders in 1870s New Orleans designed it. Except now, the walls are corrugated steel instead of wood siding. That geometric overlap is exactly why builders in 2026 are pairing these two ideas together. An old, proven, climate-smart layout, built inside one of the fastest, most affordable structural shells available today. From the outside, a shotgun-style container home keeps the same long, narrow silhouette that made the original style so recognizable, just rendered in steel instead of clapboard. The front-facing end typically gets the most architectural attention, echoing the shotgun tradition of a modest front porch as a genuine social space. Builders commonly attach a cantilevered awning or a small covered deck to the entry end of the container, framing the door the same way a traditional shotgun's porch once did. Corten steel siding is often left exposed on the long side walls, developing the same weathered, rust-toned patina container homes are known for, while the entry end sometimes gets a contrasting finish. Wood siding, board and batten panels, or a painted accent, to visually separate the front of the home from its long steel body, much like the ornate street-facing facade of a traditional shotgun stood apart from its plainer sides. Window placement tends towards simple, evenly spaced cutouts along both long walls, allowing cross-ventilation to travel the full length of the home, a detail directly inherited from the original shotgun's climate strategy, just achieved through cut steel openings instead of aligned doorways. Step inside, and the layout logic becomes obvious immediately. Rooms in a straight line, front to back, exactly like the original shotgun houses this style borrows from. A typical single-container shotgun layout starts with a small entry or living area right inside the front door, moves into a compact kitchen along one wall further back, continues into a sleeping area, and ends with a bathroom near the rear door. The same room-behind-room sequence that gave the style its name a century and a half ago, just compressed into roughly 280 to 320 square feet of usable interior space, after insulation and framing. High cube containers, with their extra foot of ceiling height, matter enormously here, since the original shotgun style was known for tall, 10 to 12-foot ceilings, specifically to let hot air rise away from head height. A passive cooling strategy container, builders are consciously replicating today with the tallest available shell. Multi-container versions extend the concept further, joining two 40-foot units end to end or side by side to create a true multi-room shotgun layout with genuine separation between a living area and a private bedroom, while keeping the signature single-file room sequence intact. Interior finishes range from exposed steel and polished concrete for an industrial read to fully drywalled, wood-floored interiors that feel indistinguishable from a traditional shotgun cottage once you're standing inside. Now the numbers, and how this specific layout affects them. For comparison, traditional stick-built construction in 2026 runs roughly $200 to $400 per square foot. Budget tier. A single 40-foot high-cube container, finished as a one-room wide shotgun layout, with basic plumbing at the rear and simple insulation, lands in the $40,000 to $80,000 range, squarely in line with typical single-container home pricing, since the shotgun layout itself adds no extra material cost. You're simply organizing the same fixed footprint the way builders have for 150 years, at essentially zero premium. Mid-range tier. A properly insulated and finished single-container shotgun home with a covered entry porch, upgraded kitchen and bathroom fixtures, and quality interior finishes typically runs $150 to $250 per square foot, consistent with standard professionally built container home pricing nationally. High-spec tier. A two-container shotgun layout, extending the single-file room sequence into a genuine multi-bedroom home with premium finishes, full insulation, and custom porch and entry detailing, pushes toward $250 to $350+ per square foot, with total costs commonly landing in the $150,000 to $250,000 range, depending on size and finish level. The honest takeaway: the shotgun layout itself is free. It's not an upgrade or a premium floor plan option. It's simply the smartest, lowest waste way to organize rooms inside a shape this narrow, which is exactly why it emerged as the dominant style for exactly this kind of footprint over a century before shipping containers even existed. Quickly, what to know before committing to this specific pairing. 1. Privacy is genuinely limited. The defining trait of a true shotgun layout, every room connecting directly to the next with no hallway, means walking through one room to reach another, exactly as it did in the 1870s. Modern buyers used to hallway-separated privacy may find this a real adjustment. 2. Single container width is a hard constraint. At roughly 7.5 feet of usable interior width after finishing, furniture placement and room proportions stay narrow throughout, regardless of how the layout is organized inside. 3. Rear plumbing runs add cost. Placing the bathroom at the far end of a 40-foot run, as the shotgun tradition dictates, means longer plumbing lines than a more centralized layout would need, a modest but real added expense. If you're drawn to a proven, climate-smart historic layout, want a fast and genuinely affordable single-container build, and don't mind a no-hallway floor plan, this pairing is one of the smartest matches of layout and structure available in alternative housing today. If hallway privacy and separated rooms are non-negotiable for you, a multi-container layout with dedicated circulation space will serve you better than a true single-file shotgun design. So tell me in the comments, does the no-hallway shotgun layout sound charming to you, or is that a deal breaker? Let me know below. I'll see you in the next one.